confirmed that President-elect Donald Trump has selected South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley as his choice for the next ambassador to the United Nations. Now, we have not confirmed if Governor Haley has accepted this position, but Trump has offered it. Joining us right now, Washington Times columnist and Fox News contributor Charles Hurt and townhall.com news editor and Fox News contributor Katie Pavlich. Good to see you both. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's get your reaction. Charles, what do you think about this, Governor Haley?
Well, I think it's probably a smart pick. You know, this is one of those positions that, you know, I guess there'll be some criticism that she doesn't have a lot of foreign policy experience, but that she's replacing Samantha Power, who had miles of foreign policy experience, and look where we are. You know, the Middle East is in flames. All the foreign policy promises that Obama made going into the office have gone unfulfilled, and we're certainly a lot more worse off today than we were before. So, you know, maybe we should try somebody who doesn't have foreign policy experience.
Katie, what do you think?
Well, I hope that Elizabeth Warren is now satisfied with her diversity requirement now that Nikki Haley has been chosen for Donald Trump's UN ambassador. But I think that she's a good choice. Obviously, she doesn't have as much foreign policy experience as Charlie said, but she's a strong leader. She's a second-term governor. She's a worldly person, and she's willing to stand up to people who she will be engaging with at the UN for U.S. interests, which Samantha Power hasn't necessarily done under the Obama administration. So I think she'll be able to stand up to some of the people who are running the show over there in the name of the United States and move some of our policies and interests forward, which we haven't been seeing for quite some time now.
Charlie, these picks, and even the people that Trump has been interviewing, are so curious. Because Nikki Haley, not a fan of Donald Trump during the election, back to Ted Cruz.
She was a never Trumper.
She said not a fan, which must have hurt him so much.
Right, but and then Mitt Romney, Mitt Romney never had a kind thing to say about Donald Trump.
Called him a fraud.
But here you have him read. Is this his idea, you think, or is it coming from somebody like Bannon or Kellyanne Conway?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. First of all, you know, I do believe that he does want to govern, and he does want to make big differences and make big changes, and he realizes he has to sort of bring the party together and bring a lot of these people together in order to do that. But the flip side of it is that, you know, if he picks Mitt Romney to be Secretary of State and Mitt Romney accepts, that's kind of some that's kind of some appreciation going both ways. It's Mitt Romney sort of acknowledging that, yeah, okay, I said all these things about him, but you know what? I'm willing to be a Secretary of State. So it's, you know, I think it's something that kind of benefits both men in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Well, and I would add too to that I think it's both men putting aside their own differences for the sake of the country and deciding from the Trump angle and from the Romney angle, or whoever, from Nikki Haley angle, someone who was very critical of Donald Trump during the entire election process, them saying, okay, we've had our differences, but now that he's the president, we need to put our country above everything else. And I think that both sides deserve a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, they really do. I said it earlier that I felt like it was a huge show of maturity to be able to actually bring these people in and talk about the issues of the day. Charles Hurt, Katie Pavlich, good to see you both. Thank you so much.